This is the second of 5 in this little video series I'm going to do for you this week. And it was inspired by just, being among a lot of family and friends over Thanksgiving, just listening to people and watching and realizing that there's something that I adopted a long time ago, that American citizens in particular have a big identity that all we are is something to buy, and which I know because I know of this. Because I know it was manufactured, because I know the history, I really, like, a goal I have for you is that for you to spend the right amount of money on the right amount of stuff for the right people. There, there is a $1 trillion industry whose number one job, these are global marketers, their number one job is to ensure that you have one feeling that dominates your inner world. And here's the feeling: you're not enough yet, but you could be if you buy this next thing, if you buy this truck, if you buy this camping gear, if you buy this mug, if you buy this experience, even. So manufacturers have known for a long time it's hard to sell to people who are satisfied. It's easy to sell to people who are dissatisfied. So they help you develop an identity that is based on manufactured dissatisfaction. To put another way, if you truly felt that you are enough, your consumption would slow. Mine has. The economy, as it's currently designed, would actually slow down too. That seems like a bad thing. So here's what, in fact, it seems like a bad thing, so much of a bad thing that it sounds like almost like I'm not American if I'm suggesting this to you. But you should know this has been manufactured. You can still participate, but you might participate differently if you start thinking some of that interior feeling has been served up to you over and over and over. If I could serve up other things to you over and over, you would have higher well-being. So I'm just going to say this is across the board, across decades. These are known facts that the higher your materialism, in other words, if you think about what I said yesterday, to the extent that they captured you with this idea, our enormously productive economy depends upon that we make consumption our way of life, that we seek our spiritual satisfaction in consumption. There's a little bit more to that quote, but that's what I have narrowed it down to. My spiritual satisfaction, I have to start believing I will get it by what I buy. And that has been sold to us, and a lot of us have bought it. And even me, knowing it's there, I still am subject to that $1 trillion business that is meant to make me feel like I'm lesser and I will be better with a better car, and I am lesser and I will be better with a better this or better that. All right. So these are 3 stats related to higher materialism. Materialism, the way I'm using that phrase, just means that I am seeking spiritual, or let's just say non-material things that I want. I'm seeking that through material things. So what happens? Not so much as good for you. Lower well-being, more depression, more anxiety, less life satisfaction. That is research that has covered decades. So this is known because it's in your nature to move in the direction of spiritual things. And you can prove this to yourself. Watch how much, by doing nothing, an infant in a crowd can just get everybody's attention. And seriously, that infant is not producing anything except a lot of joy in us. You hold them and you see, even if they're sleeping, you see that it looks like they're having a fun dream. They're smiling a little as they're sleeping, and you go like, "Aw." And that can't be bought. That feeling you have right there can't be bought. If they're giggling, the feeling you have watching them can't be bought. It's a spiritual thing. It's a non-material thing. It doesn't make any difference. You could get 15 cars perfect. You still are not going to get that kind of non-material thing that you get from watching children hop on the snow, watching somebody who's never seen snow be all like, "Oh my God, this is cool. It's just like television." I know. Those are all non-material things. Those are all things you can't buy. So, because that's in your nature to lean towards that, that you are exposed. This is called the attention ecology. Those people who are studying this call this the ecology of your attention. To keep your mind off of that's where I get real joy, and I'm going to get joy if I buy this new iPhone. They have to expose us to ads. You are exposed now. This is an all-time high, 1,000 to 1,000 ad exposures per day. Back in the day, if you look even at let's say television. I remember television where you had a commercial every 20 minutes and it was like a few minutes long. It wasn't all the time. All right. So 4 to 10,000 ad exposures per day to keep your attention in the marketplace, not in nature, not in dialogue with people you care about, not in the more, I'm just going to say the more natural world, but to keep your attention in the marketplace. So the product of that, if they are good at it, and yes, they are, let's give them well done marketers. You were supposed to produce this and you did. And here's what they're supposed to produce in you: insecurity. Their product, if marketing goes well, they help you feel kind of bad about where you're at. Their product is going to help you feel better about, it'll get you to a better place, or it will help you feel better about your bad place. I know that's just true. So if you want to think about it, their job, their product is your insecurity. So here's a narrative shift for you to consider. You think you're buying things, but most of the time the system is buying you. You think you're buying things, but really you are responding to a system in many ways that is buying you. They're buying your attention, they're buying your self-doubt, they are buying your identity. So I do have a closing here that I wrote out. So when you're getting that feeling of I'm behind, or I'm not enough, or if I buy this thing I will feel better, if I buy this for my mother-in-law, my this or my that, my children, you're going to have that. Just pause, just when that happens, just go, just pause and just ask yourself this question: is this my value speaking? Am I looking to purchase this thing because it matches a deep value of mine that I have created, that is a part of me, that I want this because of something deep in me? Or is this the $1 trillion industry that profits when I feel insufficient? The product of marketing is your insecurity. Maybe you get secure by the thing you're going to buy, and maybe you don't. It's a narrative question, right? You have to ask yourself that question. All right, that's enough for today. We've got 3 more of these coming up. I hope that's helpful to you.